So first thing I'm going to show off is called rock armor. So I'm going to pick up this rock while the hover boots end. And now there's a rock in Link's body. Okay, that's super amusing. Okay, that's cool, I guess. So what about something else a bit bigger? So this time I'm going to try to do the same thing, but with this big silver rock. So I'm going to super slide off the rock and equip hover boots and immediately grab it. And the hover boots are going to end, interrupting the pickup. And now I have this giant silver rock in Link's body. So Link is now just walking around with this giant silver rock. It doesn't really have a hitbox. It doesn't really do anything interesting. You can just throw it whatever you want.
Might take me a couple tries because this is like a big reset point of the run.
Right, like you were saying, like it's really weird positioning.
Yeah. Oh, nice. Okay, so I got it first try. So as you can see, what happened is instead of me landing on the speed pads, it sent me in the different direction. So I'm pausing here so that I could explain this in more detail.
Yeah, because you're going to see something weird happen right after this.
Yeah, so as you can see, I'm flying through the air right now. And it looks like, if you look at the screen, it looks like I'm about to hit the stairs. But actually, my trajectory is slightly to the left. And it's just far enough that it's going to fling me out of bounds. So if I unpause, I go straight through the floor. And it looks like I'm just going to fly through the air. But it just so happens that this set of speed values with this positioning sends me to this part of the stage, which some of you might know is near the end of the stage, the final set.
Right. Do you know how much you actually skipped? Like, do you have a percentage amount you could say?
Well, as a speedrun, it skips about 30-35 seconds. Percentage-wise in the stage, it's probably like 40% of the stage. It's quite significant.
Yeah.
So I think that depends on who you're asking. I imagine that's Shock saying that. Shock and I have had some problems with this. But I think the last one is the hardest. This should work. I have a lot of places I can land on. Okay, I actually landed exactly where I wanted to be.
I'm going to take this guy into a really... So this guy I'm going to take into a very specific spot on the wall. Wait for him to attack. First try, nice. So I'm gonna just explain what I did there because I thought that I would take a lot longer to do this.
It like froze for me for half a second and
yeah. So basically, what you do here is you take this furthest shadow beast, you bring him into a spot on the wall. There's like a root there that I look at, and he does two kinds of attacks. There's one where his arm is like directly over his head, and one where it's to the side. And the side one is what you want because it takes longer for him to attack. And the way that Link works is Link will attack where his hand is. So if his hand is up in the air with the long attack, you can anticipate that and he'll jump up onto this ledge.
That's awesome because you're right in the right spot where when you jump toward that hand that reaches up, you're up here. Okay.
Exactly.
Awesome.
So I'm gonna go to...
Earlier, people asked about showing what Link looks like during a Weirdshot. This is what you'll get. You'll get to see how Link looks like during a Weirdshot. But first, I'm going to do a ledge clip down here, and I'm going to fall to the room below this room. Now, this room is really strange because if I try to go in to see up here, the camera just slowly pans in on Link instead of actually going in to see up. And this is true for any like first-person item, same with hookshot. So naturally, of course, I want to know what does Link look like during a Weirdshot. So I'm going to try to do a Weirdshot. And so this is what Link looks like. His legs are super distorted. Let me see if I can get a better free camera view of this. Here we go. So yeah, Link's legs are super messed up right now.
Here is I'm going to do a glitch called back in time. And what this is I'm going to be, if you guys didn't know, to reset the game, you can actually press X, B, and start on the GameCube controller to go back to the start menu. And the reason why that's important is because I'm going to be doing this trick here where I press those buttons on the same frame that I'm voiding out. And what that's going to do is it's going to put the title screen Link in my control. So you'll see here when I do this. I actually have to unplug my controller for this. So I'm gonna press the map button and A at the same time to buffer it. So we'll see if this works here, but I'm gonna press B, X, and start at the same time here and void out. And there you go. So now we have all of Link's, you know, his sword, shield. So that's how you get the sword and shield early here. And the way to get out of this glitch state is you just jump down in the void. And there you go. So now we can start the run. I've got my sword and shield.